It's a pretty physical game. You got people throwing blocks, throwing shoulders into people, trying to get past each other. Injuries occur. There's no pads or anything. I was told by one of our elders when he was watching us play, we play like weaklings compared to how they did back then. They played a lot rougher. You know how old people talk. Everything was tougher back in their day. My name is Randall Blackdeer. I'm a member of the Ho-Chunk Nation. My Ho-Chunk name is Nadisak. I'm a lacrosse stick maker and a lacrosse player. Lacrosse is a game that's played like most other sports. There's a goal on each end and there's two teams and they're trying to score. It's hard to catch, so you're gonna scoop it up, you're gonna cradle it, and you're gonna try to run in and score, and your teammates are gonna block for you because you don't wanna run from one side of the field all the way to the other every time. So you got people that kind of gravitate towards the post, want to be defense, and people that want to score. I'm not a woodworker. I took wood shop in high school for a semester, but all these things are mostly self-taught. Just different ideas, watching YouTube, progression of trial and error. Lacrosse sticks can be made out of a few different kinds of wood. I like hickory the best. I typically try to find a shagbark hickory tree and bring it back to the workshop, split it up, debark it. I draw my straight line on there and feed it through the table saw because I want to make boards. Once I have it into board form, I can really analyze the grain and decide how I want to plan this stick out. I have a draw knife that I use, and I shave it down and I shape it how I like. The top part of the stick is the blade, the part that bends. And so I need to steam that, so I'll put it in the steam box for 20 minutes or so to make it pliable, bend it around to make it perfectly round, clamp it in there and keep it there for at least 2 days, maybe a little longer. That helps keep its shape because once it's fully dried out, it's gonna stay put. Then I'll drill my holes, lace it up and sand it. That's how I usually give it out to people. Like, it's up to them how they want to decorate it or stain it or design it. Growing up, I've never seen a lacrosse game played. I had never seen a real lacrosse stick. This game has been on a decline for a while. I know it was really popular back in the early 1900s, and then it kind of fell out of favor. I think a lot of young guys started to play baseball. With our culture, it seems like a lot of things are on the decline, and there's a lot of efforts by a lot of people to revitalize the language, revitalize the culture as part of our identity as a people. It just so happened that there's no other stick makers in our tribe. One of my grandfathers, my chokas, Randall Blackdeer, used to be a stick maker back in his day. And so I'm doing as much as I can to keep it going. I get my son out there to stick make with me. He knows pretty much the whole process. He enjoys playing the game. It's always the young kids that really take an interest to it. It's really heartening for the future of this game to know that it's going to go on for another generation. Our job is to learn as much as we can and teach it to the next generation so we can just keep it going. I would love to teach any of the younger generation that wants to learn how to play lacrosse, wants to learn how to stick make, and the same thing with the Ho-Chunk language. With anything that I know, I'd love to pass it on to the next generation. Maybe they don't like lacrosse, maybe they like basket making, maybe any of the other crafts that we have. Whatever they take a liking to, just to pursue it and to get good at it, become proficient, and then teach their peers, teach the younger generation, that follows them, just to keep our way of life going.